speaking of paleontology, did you guys hear about the Spinosaurus?
No.
Okay, so today was discovered the first known swimming dinosaur. So they discovered that a Spinosaurus, because they found a new fossil for the tail so this predator dinosaur is longer than a T-Rex. It's 50 feet long, and it's a 7-ton, dude. I always think about like how God did, like a lot of people have done research where they say Godzilla probably wouldn't exist because of how massive it is, that its bones would collapse underneath itself because of how big it is and how much it weighs and the mass and everything. But what happens is the tail on its back. So first it has a long dude. It's funny because I was looking up the description, and I wish I could draw. Like, if there's any drawers in the audience, it would be so funny if someone drew the way I read the description. Okay. So it's a long ass fucking dinosaur. It's got a long sail on its back, which is like a fin, but they described it as a sail, like a boat sail. So I picture like an actual sail on like a dinosaur's back. An elongated snout like a crocodile. And they were able to put together all the fossils to make a mostly complete tail for the Spinosaurus. And what happens is it's the most extreme aquatic adaptation of a dinosaur. And the tail has the profile of an oar, like a boat oar. So what happens is over time, the dinosaur evolved because of how much water was around it and how much they were kind of prone to like fishing, like going for like fishes and stuff like that. So the tail eventually became a fish tail. And it's one of the first times that we're seeing that a reptile was dinosaur was evolving to like a makeshift reptile fish animal. And it's because it needed to evolve to prey over huge fish back in the day.
Dude, is JB not Ross from Friends? Like, dude, I'm listening to this description. It's almost when I talked to Joanna about this like new book that I got, and I had this like light in my eyes. JB had a light in his eyes while he was telling that story. Yeah. Or giving the description.
Well, the question I have is, have you guys ever or were ever into dinosaurs?
Yeah, I'll let Arthur go first.
Oh yeah, watched all the Jurassic Park movies. They were great.
That doesn't count.
Okay, I wasn't done yet. I also, all right.
That doesn't make you a dinosaur fan if you just like movies.
Yeah,
I didn't say that was it.
I'm not into Ghosts because I love the movie Scream. Like, fuck, Arthur.
Okay.
Wait, Scream wasn't even a ghost, was he?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, well, it had a ghost. His name is Ghostface. Fuck you guys.
No, yeah, like paleontology and stuff like that. I loved going to actually slightly related-ish. Did you remember the Lost River up in like northern New Hampshire?
No.
Yeah, so it's this place where you can go to. It's like a bunch of like rock formations and like caverns and stuff like that. And you could go there and buy a big bag of like dirt and sand and like rocks and stuff like that in there. Yeah, and you can sift through it and find like precious gems inside of it and stuff like that.
Did you find any?
I mean, nothing to write home about. But, like, if I sold it, it'd be like, okay, great, here's $10. You know, that's about it.
Do you remember?
I was gonna say it reminds me of Justin. I mean, you'll know, but if anyone's gone to Disney World, I don't know if they fucking have it still, but I think it was a Jurassic Park like little fun thing to do for kids where they gave you like a little rake, you know, like the little wooden knobs on the like those little rakes,
like a shifter.
Yeah. And they would give you like a little sifter and like go through and you'd be able to find like the bones in the sand. Like it was probably just for kids. I barely remember it, but I do remember something along the lines of that. Justin, I don't know if you remember.
I don't think that exists, but
dude, it was. Oh my god! Listen, Ross, I got no, but dude, I remember fucking when I was young, and Mom always tells me this story because obviously our mom's from Canada. English is not our first language. she learned it when she came to the States, but I had to be like 5 or 6 or something, and mom had asked me like, what do you want to do for a living? And I told her a paleontologist, and she was like,
oh yeah,
what the fuck is that? She didn't say what the fuck, but she was like, what's a paleontologist? Because she was so like,
dude,
she was mom swearing.
You're 7
mom
years
looking at
old.
me, what the fuck's a paleontologist? Nah, but I remember saying that to her, and I think that's like where my love of like the English language came, because I was always good with words, so to speak. Like in terms of like saying, oh, a paleontologist, and I have like the correct diction and all that, and mom had no idea what it was.
Because you liked big words, now you're an English major?
Yeah, that's exact. That and Mr. Feeney. If that's not why I'm an English major, like...
I think the few... I mean, I'm sure a lot of people can relate, but, like, I think I was a big fan of Land Before Time.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's a movie that I always forget about, but is, like, fucking definitely...
Because it's gross, dude. All I can think about is, like, how... like poorly, like you think of Bambi and like the old animators and stuff like that, and I feel like Land Before Time was like that same like era and timeline.
Have they recreated Land Before Time?
I don't believe so, but they had a lot of like spin-offs and like sequels that like I haven't watched any of them, so I don't know when that stopped.
That's something that I would be so interested in if they re-released Land Before Time.
With fucking live action.
Yeah.
And Childish Gambino is the main character.
Dude, literally though, right? Fuck.
What, do you guys have a favorite dinosaur? I wrote it as a question, okay? I wrote it as a note because I thought it would be a stupid question to see if you guys even have a favorite dinosaur. Like we're 30 and we're gonna talk about our favorite dinosaurs.
Wait, from Land Before Time or just in general?
No, in general. Like,
What's your favorite
What's
your favorite character from Land Before Time, Arthur?
What's your favorite
legit
character from an obscure movie from
Give
30
it
years ago?
species and its name, and we'll consider it a valid response.
I guess if it's like if it's not from like Land Before Time,
it's not from Land Before Time.
I don't know. I don't really think I have. Maybe Triceratops.
Like, distraught that I didn't like. That wasn't the question.
Yeah, a piece of me died because you wouldn't. No, yeah, Triceratops.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's actually pretty lit.
I don't want to be a fucking.
Babies, but
I don't want to be a scrub and say a T-Rex because that's so like the fucking mundane. You go, "What's your favorite dinosaur?" And people are like, "Oh, T-Rex, obviously the biggest one you can find."
Yeah, but you don't want to be the dude that does the super obscure like Stegosaurus, and you don't know that one.
A Stegosaurus. I think that was my favorite one when I was a kid. Was a Stegosaurus,
Yeah.
but I would
Is
say
that the one with the horns along the?
I think it's either a Stegosaurus or a Spinosaurus. The one with the sail, the boat sail across its back.
Oh, that's well, I just said it was a Spinosaurus.
Oh, did you say that was a Spinosaurus?
Yeah.
That's probably what
That's
I'm
what
thinking
I'm
of.
talking about.
You know what?
The one that they found out was a swimming.
You know what? Fuck you. My favorite dinosaur is a T-Rex now. Just because you pissed me off.
T-Rex.
I don't know why, but like they're kind of lame. But like the pterodactyls are low key fire.
Oh, pterodactyls are fucking low key fire. I would definitely agree.
Yeah.
Like I think I don't. I feel okay. This is my mentality on the pterodactyl being my favorite. I don't think it's my favorite, but I don't know enough about dinosaurs. So like a pterodactyl is probably a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. But there's definitely a 10 out of 10 that I don't know like the name of or like what it looks like. But I know I'll look at it and be like, oh shit, this is fire.
Yeah. I think that probably stems from Pokemon.
Triceratops is like
what?
Triceratops is low-key fire.
Yeah, dude.
Honestly, if you didn't say it, do you know how much I totally forgot what like dinosaurs exist? Like because like think about how far back into your brain you're thinking about like dinosaurs because it's like kindergarten.
Yeah.
So like I was
like when you use that info ever.
I know T-Rex, pterodactyls, and Stegosaurus, and that's it. Like that's all I know. And then like Triceratops just blew my mind because I totally forgot that was a thing.
Yo, what if
Brachiosaurus or Brontosaurus? Yeah.
The plant eater, that's fucking. I don't want the fucking vegan version of a dinosaur.
Dude, what if I was just thinking of like hypothetically if we brought on a guest and we go, "Oh, what's your favorite dinosaur?" and they go, "Oh, I don't believe in evolution, but my favorite religious character is Adam," or something like that, dude. Like I don't know why that just came to mind, but I'm like, dude, that's so funny. Like,
Noah was my
man.
favorite one. You know,
They just
I like when he built that boat.
discredit, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now. Do you know I've always found to be the most fire Darwinism versus versus religion like splashback
Always Sunny in Philadelphia
is
logic.
the Jesus fish,
Oh.
and then they put Darwinism or Darwin,
Oh.
and they put like fucking legs on the fish. Fire, dude. That's the biggest
I like
fucking slap your dick Darwinism move, dude.
Slap
It's
your
so fucking
dick
good.
Darwinism, dude.
Dude, it's just like, how about this, Jesus fish?